The Violin of Silent Cries. In the heart of an old European town, where cobblestones remember the weight of forgotten footsteps, there lived a craftsman who built a violin unlike any other. But beware, for its music was not made of strings, but of stolen voices. Long ago, in a mist-covered village in Eastern Europe, lived a luthier named Marek, a master of crafting violins. Yet no one bought his instruments. His hands were skillful, but his heart carried sorrow too deep to inspire beauty. His wife had died in childbirth, and his son, too weak to live, was buried beneath an oak tree that stood beside the village cemetery. One stormy night, Marek cut wood from that very oak tree. He whispered, "If life refused to sing for me, then death shall." From the cursed wood, he carved a violin, dark, smooth, almost alive under his fingertips. Its strings were tuned with horsehair, soaked in his own tears. When he first played, the sound was haunting, too haunting. The villagers felt as though they had heard the cries of the dead. And they were right. The violin did not create music. It awakened voices, every soul buried under that oak. Their whispers, their regrets, their cries for love and forgiveness poured out through Marek's bow. Soon people flocked from nearby towns. Widows wept when they heard the voices of their husbands. Children shivered as they heard lullabies from mothers long gone. Marek became famous, but with every performance, something changed. The listeners lost their own voices. They could weep but never speak again. Their sorrow was stolen, sealed into the violin, feeding it. Marek ignored this curse, for in every note he heard the voice of his lost wife calling his name. One night, during a grand concert in the cathedral, Marek played with all his soul. The violin wailed, shrieked, whispered, 1,000 voices overlapping, drowning the air. But then, suddenly, his wife's voice broke through. "Marek, stop! Let me go!" His hands trembled. The violin burned hot in his grasp. He realized the truth. He was not keeping her alive. He was chaining her. And every soul trapped inside was begging for release. Marek lifted the violin high and smashed it against the altar. A deafening silence filled the cathedral. Then a chorus of voices, free, relieved, ascending like light, rose and vanished into the night. When the sound faded, Marek opened his mouth to speak. But no sound came. The violin had claimed its final voice, his own. Years passed. The villagers remembered the luthier who played the violin of silent cries. But no one knew where his grave lay. Some say he wanders still, holding an invisible bow, his lips moving in silence, searching for the song he could never finish. Moral: grief can bind us, but love means letting go. To hold too tightly to what we've lost is to silence the life still within us.